Greetings, my name is Jake. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Awakening the Critiquethrough. Last time we finally made it through chapter 13. God, that was bad. There's so many plot elements and so many of them are bad, so... And unfortunately, it does not get much better now. The one thing we could do is we could go and do... the Kjell paralogue, Sully's daughter. Anyway, but let's always start with the barracks. By the way, just to give you a glimpse of my schedule, I am recording this after April 20th. So I did get the stuff for Lucina's birthday. I think the item she got was a soothing sword, so... Okay, very interesting. Oh my god, look at all the supports we have to do. I've also done some grinding with these folks again, so, well, we got some more of that, but let's get into it.
No.
No. Very well.
Really?
No.
What?
Huh?
Good support. You I like how it's not subtle, but it shows a level of restraint with Lucina just wanting to spar with her father, at least initially. And you get to see kind of Chrom's views on things, and you get to see that they both have a common interest and enjoy spending time with each other and respect each other. That's a good support. Key.
If I may.
Right.
Well...
No.
Oh.
What?
Ah.
Right.
So I've actually been thinking about this a little bit. One of the problems I have with certain Awakening characters is that their characters being in any way deep is dependent on knowing their backstory or in revealing certain information about them. Now, there are some characters who circumvent this, like Libra, who you don't need to know his backstory in order for him to be a good character. It just adds texture and history to a character that you already liked, an already likable, enjoyable, interesting, compassionate character. Longku is different because many of his support chains bring up his backstory. And on one hand, that is repetitive, and I definitely think a more elegant solution exists. But on the other hand, it enables a greater percentage of players to understand who he is and why he is the way he is. And within the support structure that Awakening has, I prefer the latter model because it's not... you're not dealing with something that's mostly shit and then there's, whoa, turns out it's actually deep a little bit. No, it gets to the meat of it. And it actually, sure, it doesn't, none of these solutions enable any sort of character progression on the long scale. But within each support, you get characters. You get more characters reacting to the information, and so it enables more interesting solutions or more interesting situations, I should say, rather than having you have to get this one support chain in order to realize that there's depth to this person, or complexity, or that they aren't who they seem to be. This is definitely the support chain that goes the most into Lonku's backstory, but it is brought up in other supports. So.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's actually one of my favorite support chains, both, platonically and romantically, because of it going into his backstory, and you get spoilers. Lonku gets closure on things, and even the S support is pretty good. So,
Yeah?
Really?
Pretty much.
Yes? Beg pardon.
Well?
Bless you.
see, like that's. Oh God, that's how you write Tharja, and it's upsetting that there are so many other supports where she's not that. It's almost like she's a different character in certain supports. You know, her Gregor one, her Lonku one, her Libra one, as we see here, and like I was talking about, learning that Libra was an abandoned child and had a horrible, terrible childhood. Is not depend. You don't have to learn that information in order to understand or appreciate him. The fact that it's only really hinted at in his Maribel support, if I'm remembering correctly, and maybe a little bit in his Noe support. Anyway, you know, he's not a good character if you get his Tharja support. He's just a good character. And I really don't like Fire Emblem characters when backstory is used as justification rather than to expand upon an already existing character. Anyway, we got a share support here.
Oh my.
No,
Oh,
I'm in good hands. Good heavens,
how's that?
in Naga's name.
No.
Good heavens.
Oh my.
Good right up until the end, where it's clearly setting up some hilarious hijinks where Libra is going to try to spread the word of God to a sparrow or something. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's get into it.
Aw. What? Aw.
So in case you didn't know, in the original Japanese supports, Henry and Olivia's support conversations are very different. For instance, right here, he wasn't going to save the dog. He was going to kill it and end its suffering. Yeah.
This ain't so bad.
And see, I think that would have been more interesting. But you can definitely tell why they changed it.
Well,
Unfortunately, that's not the last change in their support chain. All right. Well, we saw what a good support chain is. Or good parent-child support chain is. Let's see this as well.
huh?
Yes. Right.
Oh,
Huh?
no.
What? You have my gratitude. Huh?
So I don't intrinsically have a problem with Lucina having, bad fashion sense as a character trait. What I do have a problem with, though, is it's only brought up in one support, and that support happens to be her support with her mother. And I know the secondary parent support chains are unfortunately generic. And so it's hard to have a specific thing happen because it has to be applied to many different characters. But I really think this is one of the weakest ones because you're not, at least the ones I remember. It's been a long time since I've read the child supports. Because, Lucina's supports with Chrom eventually get pretty heavy and pretty serious. And you don't really get something of anywhere near comparable weight in her support with her mother. And I just think that's a shame. I think that's a horrible, horrible missed opportunity. Okay. Now for these.
Phew.
Aww. So hey, nope. Okay. Listen.
Thanks.
It's a fine support. I will say I do like it a little more than just what the text says. Simply because you get the feeling that they're equally sort of childish, and so it's a little less awkward.
You.
My.
Stop.
That is not at all true.
My pardons.
Please.
Ah, yes.
mind.
No, heal ye. Miss me?
Thank you.
I really wish we got more of Virion exploring his past, but and his reasons for not fighting in this case, and I guess his reasons for fighting as well. But we don't, and that's partially because Awakening loves have twists and needed a twist that Virion was a duke and needed to hold that hostage, and it also spends so much of the word count on making Virion out to be a bit of a joke, and that's really a shame. That support scene wasn't spectacular, but it was pretty. That support was pretty good because you got a sense into how they think, their motivations, bit of their backstory. They Pan comes to respect Virion a little bit. It's just a shame that has to be buried behind so much joke dialogue. Okay. And now we can actually play the game. So, there was stuff I wanted to do. Where was it? White fart. Gonna promote him. And I was initially thinking Sage, because I wanted another staff user, but kind of got enough staff users for the minute. And plus Dark Knight is just cooler. It should have been called Mage Knight. It's stupid that they call it Dark Knight, but I can't use Dark Tomes. It's dumb. It should have just been called Mage Knight. Because that's what it is. It's a Mage Knight. It's not a Dark Knight. Giving up on a little bit of speed, a little bit of magic, but honestly, he's been, one-rounding most things regardless. And I think the extra move will be beneficial. Plus, it uses swords. That's not even kind of situation. Okay, there's if you're up against a bunch of axe users, then having extra void, sure, that's beneficial, but it's a really minor benefit when you're usually giving up on your higher magic as well. So, here we go. Those are some fucking promo gains. Those are some fucking promo gains. Look at that shit. Holy crap. Okay. Tharja is getting the secret book as well. Just to help out her catastrophically poor hit rates. And what else? I should probably buy Nosferatu tomes.
I carry only the finest.
Well, we'll get one for Henry. Do I want to spare one for Tharja? I don't know if I'm going to be using her this next map. I might. I probably will. Let's just get 2 each. You don't have space. Alright, well then just put in the fucking convoy. It's fine. And I think I'll buy another Master Seal. Wait, Kellum? No, Convoy. Do I have anything to sell that I picked up? Rapier. Yep. Got no one who can use that. Now, I'm keeping the bullions on these guys. I can't keep track of everything that these guys pick up in their grinding, but gonna do my best to segregate that stuff. Everything with the convoy. Oh yeah, I did pick up a fortify. Don't know if I'll even use that. Longbow, never gonna use that. Am I ever gonna use this? No. It only has 10 uses. I mean, I guess it's useful as like a sort of passive thing you can just hold on to and not fight with. Okay. What do the shops have? I should probably have... Or the merchants. Are there no merchants? There's no merchants. Okay. All right. I don't know if I'm ready for this chapter. Oh my god, that fucking collar.
Listen,
I'm so sorry.
This is stupid. I mean, she should have just said, I didn't want to prevent my own birth and cause a paradox. I mean, that's what it should have been. But it's like, oh, I only want to stop the things that cause, you know, Grima's return.
Huh? Yes.
Oh,
But don't you see?
This is as close as I think the game ever gets to having some sort of thesis on its approach to time travel. And I understand why it doesn't focus on it, but I think it would have been beneficial to talk about it more. Because like I talked about in a previous episode, you can have things be vague, but be understandable, or you know, hide the nuances, but have, you know, clear intentions. And Steins Gate, I think, is an excellent example of that, where you don't exactly know why people know the way things are about time travel, but you understand what led up to the current situation and how to resolve it. And that even makes it more poignant because you have to undo changes that you made. And let me tell you, some of the things that happen in Steins Gate are really fucking heartbreaking. I know there's an anime. I think it is actually better served as a visual novel, because the amount of agency that you have in that game makes it more personal and really increases the immersion.
no.
Yes.
Listen.
Oh god, I forgot about this. Guess who did the betraying? It's not a secret. It's not interesting. There's no intrigue. There's nothing to it because you already fucking know the fucking answer, and it's fucking a wet fart. Oh, yes. Oh.
You all right? Oh,
What is it with this game and what's the verb of apotheosis? Deifying so many people. Like, Marth was just, he was a special individual, but he was just human. We really, like, he's not, I mean, are they trying to imply that he's as much of a god as Naga is? Or, yeah, Naga. Because that's weird. It should have been, you know, you can keep the broad strokes of that and say, no, I wanted to, by emulating him, I thought I could, copy his strength or take on his strength or give myself confidence or something like that. Having it be that you prayed to a person, that's weird.
Good. My lord. Right.
We're really not accounting for the people manning boats, are we? Because I know they're sail powered, but that doesn't make it easy by any means. And I think, do they have oars as well? I don't remember. But if they're sort of galleys that have oars and sails, then you need people below deck to man the oars, and you need people above deck to man the rigging. And I don't think rudders were invented at that point. I think rudders came later. I think rudders were more Age of Sail things. But there I go, applying history to this and the real world, and this is unconcerned with the real world. But it's, they could have had, like, most of our army is occupied with rigging and they're not good with it. They could have incorporated it and could have made it better. Sometimes you can make something better by making, or have something make more sense by just putting a little more effort into things instead of glossing over details. You know what? I was gonna complain about this because it's a Deus Ex Machina that the Plesians just happen to give oil, because there's no other stated use for it. It just happens to work with what's about to happen, but at least it's giving. Okay, so yes. The thing I complain about with a Wet Fart's master plans is that they're reveals instead of giving the player the opportunity to understand how he comes up with them, and therefore, make some sort of point about it. That you're learning something rather than just having something cool happen. And this is one instance in which you could maybe intuit it. You still don't go through. You still don't go through the thought process, so it still sucks. Even though, oh my god, spoilers, he sets the boats on fire. But, yeah, Jesus. But this is all you get from him. And you don't get to see him thinking through it. In Radiant Dawn, for all of the many problems that game has, you have scenes where Soren, I forgot his name for a sec, talks through and explains his battle plans and why everything is, but you still get to have cool moments like them burning the senator's supplies to get Zelgius off the battlefield, which again, you understand why that's important, and it goes so much more into detail. But Awakening doesn't do that. Awakening is concerned with being cool and surprising you and doing twists and reveals, and I really think it suffers for that by coasting on coolness rather than on substance.
Exactly.
Hold on. I see.
Okay, I guess you see it a little bit here, but in other moments you don't see it, and it's just...
Chrom.
It's also dependent on the contrivance of Flavia giving a whole excess oil. And if you know what, if there was a moment later on where Aversa said, we knew you would set the boats on fire, so we gave you oil, I wouldn't have a fucking problem with it. But I don't think there is, because it's not important. What's important is a wet fart sets the boats on fire. And isn't he so cool for setting the boats on fire?
All right. It's all right. No. What?
Okay, but I didn't even think about this before. A wet fart is going to argue against destiny right after Lucina explained how time is seemingly coordinating to cause certain events to happen. And I get that it's kind of rejecting destiny, if that's what destiny holds for you, but it's just...
All right.
Also, this line would work better if the story could change in any capacity, but then the story gives you choices that don't affect anything. Ah, God.
Really? Yeah.
Yes, support chains. Friendship is magic. Yes, I get it. Thank you. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But you don't make any choices. A very abused term in video game discussion is ludonarrative dissonance. It's commonly interpreted to mean when the gameplay and story don't match, but that's not what it is. Ludonarrative dissonance is very specifically when the themes of the story are contradicted by the gameplay, and that's why BioShock was a great example. It was about freedom of choice, but you really only had two choices, you know, whether to harvest Little Sisters or not to. And sure, there's, you know, metatextual stuff about, you know, not actually having choices in video games, and then the game continues on as if it didn't happen because it doesn't reflect on it because it's not a good game. And I think this is actually a case where ludonarrative dissonance in its proper definition is applicable, because a wet fart is talking about choice and free will and all of that stuff, but you as the player don't get to experience that because your choices in the narrative do not matter. Sure, your choices in gameplay matter to a certain extent, and I'm not going to claim that they don't. But the game very specifically gives the player choices multiple times throughout this game, but your choices don't actually change anything. And I think that's indicative of, I hate to use this word, but pretentious storytelling, because it's aping to do something that it does not have the skill to back up.
Are you ready?
Okay. This fucking map. 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 Well, welcome to chapter 14. Now that we're over half an hour into this fucking map. So, 3 ways you have to go. Is it route? I bet it's route. No, it's defeat commander, so it is at the very least in line with the story, but it's functionally route because there's, actually you have a chest key. But that only is for 1, isn't it? Actually, let me look through all these. Yeah, there's only one chest key. So if you want more than one chest, you have to deploy a thief. That's fine. Yeah, that's good. It gives thieves utility. So if this map had just been, you need to hold these 3, what are they called? Choke points. And then you need to take these 3 boats, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But it introduces these fucking Pegasus Knights, which will be fucking ambush spawns at completely unpredictable and untelegraphed positions. And that's horseshit. You can, successfully defend yourself and launch counterattacks and then die because all of a sudden there's units that double your units on the map. So, yeah. Let's have some fun with this. So, I'm actually gonna take everyone off and think through this because I want Cordelia, because I want Gregor. Gregor will be amazing on this map. I need Anna. I'm gonna bring Lucina, well, even though that's probably a bad idea. Like, she gets doubled by the Pegasus Knights. Thankfully, she's level 1, so she'll level quickly. But, I want my... I might actually take Maribel off and put Libra on since he has better defense. And he has axes, so he's better against the Pegasi. Frederick gets doubled, but... I think I'm actually gonna... This is gonna be the first instance of Nos tanking. So I want my Dark Mages. Sully and Stall. Stall gets doubled by the Pegasi. Fuck. I think I will take another staff user. Donald will be useful because he's got axes. Are there any bows on this map? There's some Elwind, which we need to be aware of. But there's no bows. Alright, so in that case, I think I'm going to bring Frederick and Sumia. Yes. Alright. Now I'm going to sort through their inventories, make everything prim and proper, and I'll rejoin you once the preps are done. Oh, Anna. Shit. All right, I think I got a strategy. I think I got something. I think I got something. I don't know how well it's gonna work. You should actually go there. You two switch places. We're gonna give it up. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see how it goes. I hate this map. And that's all you get from the Valmese. I really want you to take note of how the Valmese generals, how they think, what they do, their approach to things. It'll become important later. So, what I'm going to try, and this will take multiple attempts, is... Okay, you both have steel axes, or steel lance. So, we're going to pair Henry up with Alyssa, and we're going to put her here, and we're going to equip Nosferatu. And I forgot to give him something else, but that's fine. And we're going to use the guys as confect. So now he has 15 speed. He does not get... Actually, I think he exactly gets doubled by this. That's fine. Libra is also getting paired up with Tharja. Tharja is going right here. Tharja is getting a Nosferatu. I probably could Master Seal right now, but it's not important right now. Here. You have... No. That's that. Okay. Alright, so if we go here with you... Yeah, okay, so there's only one person who is attacking him from 2 range. We're gonna go with the Iron Axe. We're gonna go here. Now he's safe. Maribel goes here. Rally is resistance. That's not important right now. And I don't want to pair up because next turn I'm gonna have to separate these two. I have a plan for that as well. All right, so no, you're going to go for him regardless. That's fine. Unless the armors move first. And he's going to kill the armors. Maybe the cavaliers he won't kill. Anyway, we'll see how this shakes out. This is fine. Gregor. I guess that's fine. Frederick is going to go here? How many... No, you don't. None of you. You do. No, that's fine. And you don't reach. That's good. Okay. All right. So Frederick is going to go here with... I think a silver lance. I think we're going to use up the silver lance. We're going to have the silver axe next. All right. Sumi is going to go here. She's going to have the steel lance. Maybe the killer lance would be better, actually. Okay. Gregor's going to go here with a hand axe. Does that matter? No, maybe we'll go here. Just in case. Cordelia goes behind. Steel Lance is good for him. Anna. Anna can go here. I guess that's fine. And then Chrom and Lucina are going to stay in the middle. Chrom there. Lucina here. So that they can respond to any potential threat. And now we just pray. Now we just pray. This I'm not worried about. The Armor Knights I'm not worried about. Whenever you're ready, it's fine. Welcome to Nosferatu and Awakening, a Bible tome that you can double with that does not weigh you down at all, and it heals you on enemy phase in one of the most enemy phase important entries in the series.
Yeah, blood.
Fuck. Oh yeah, and it's 1-2 range. Haha. Okay. Good, good. He doubles, so there's a good chance that Maribel will get a dual strike, which is what we're hoping for. And then he's gonna level. And that's a good level. Alright, this is the guy who we knew wasn't gonna two-shot him, although he might not double the Cavaliers. You know, if I had the skill, I would set up a timer to show how long this enemy phase is. Sure, it's being exasperated by the slowdown I'm getting with my animations, but still. Getting hit doesn't matter. What matters is, do you have enough tomes, enough Nosferatu tomes? You know, I'm just realizing that I think I have healing items on both Tharja and Henry, but they don't need them. Nope. Getting a dual strike.
Do that again.
Oh, look, it's a general doing 25 damage. Actually, that's pretty bad. But now no one else can attack him. Hey, speed. I was really hoping Lipa would get a dual strike, but that's fine. Alright, he's not going to double the Pegasus Knight, so that's actually pretty bad, because we need these Pegasus Knights to go down. But Maribel's here with... Never mind, she doesn't do enough. Okay, that's not a big problem. Good, good. She's gonna go for Cordelia. That's not bad. We can take this one out next turn. That's fine. Oh, good. Oh, wait. You're not going for Henry. Shit. That's a little bad. Hey, saving a Nosferatu use. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. What weapon triangle? Alright. That's not great. Ooh, maybe I should have gone for the Steel Lance. Alright. Okay, so now by my own rule set, I have to separate these guys. I think I'm going to do that this way. You can actually stay there. That's... No, I can't do that because I need the Pegasus Knights goes down. So I guess we're doing that. That's fine. Alright. You are of least concern because you're one range. You need to go down, though. No. Alright, we're gonna... Oh. Hold on a sec. Button's not working. I can only scroll one way. For whatever reason, I can only scroll one way, but that's fine. Okay. All right. Now, do I have... No. Yeah, really annoying that I can only scroll that one way. I'll have to figure that out between episodes. That's fine. Hopefully we'll get a dual strike with Lucina. Yep. Good. Alright. That's the important stuff. Level for Lucina. That's good. I was hoping for some speed, but that's fine. Alright. Pegasus Knights need to go down. So... can you... No. Could bank on that. I don't want to. I also don't want to leave you exposed. Okay. That's an idea. Okay, here we go. See, that's fine, though. Is that fine? No, that's not fine. They have to get another dual strike. Crap. Alright, well, one Steel Lance Pegasus Knight is not the worst thing. And you didn't get the dual strike. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. This is fine. This is not fine. Yeah, I don't want you killing things, so we're going with the Steel Sword instead.
Impossible.
They don't double Mirabelle, and I think they're... Well, you could hit Mirabelle as well. So that's a bit bad. You're annoying, but that's not... You're not a major issue. And you can hit Mirabelle, so that's bad. Okay. See, the thing is, you... Yeah. Alright, I think I got this. Only 74, though. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's do this first, actually. No critical. Okay. Alright, now you... You go here. Maybe I can bait them into attacking Gregor, who can take it, because he's not going to retaliate. You in range of that person's fine. So go here. Please hit this. Okay. Nice. Nice. I really don't want to lose that level. Again, maybe they'll go for Gregor and won't realize that they can completely decimate Maribel or Henry. You 25, no. Yeah, see, none of this guy does. This guy does. Okay, so oh, you can't reach. Am I gonna have to hope this guy misses? What's his hit? Oh my god, 111. But no, he's gonna be affected by. No, he's not. That's a void. All right. Yeah, this is probably going to be a reset. Let's see how it goes, though. Yep.
Hurts so nice.